Let's talk a little bit about executive presence. As an executive coach working in organizations, one of the things that I focus on a great deal is an executive's presence. How do they come across in an organization? Now, an executive will ask me, well, Kevin, what is executive presence? And I quite simply say, here's what I want you to keep in mind. Executive presence is everything that you say and don't say, and it's everything that you do and you don't do. And they'll say, well, isn't that pretty much everything? And the answer would be, yes, that is pretty much everything. So what you need to know is your executive presence is something that people are paying attention to all the time. They're watching you. They're trying to understand you. They're trying to see what you're communicating, so on and so forth. So let's give a quick example. So one of the things that happens around executive presence is oftentimes when we're with people, we make different facial expressions. We may be angry, or we may be more serious, or we may, oh yeah, like that's a good idea. I give that look like, wow, what was they thinking? And so we can give all kinds of facial expressions that communicate something based on people paying attention to what we're doing and what we're saying with our nonverbal expressions. So a piece of executive presence is beginning to look at how do you pay attention to your facial expressions? How do you show up in a way where you're not disclosing way too much in terms of what's going on interiorly from your emotions as you're sitting there with people in terms of your executive presence? A good way to get some feedback around that is to have a spotter. So I often encourage the executives that I work with to get someone to spot you and tell you, how are you coming across in a meeting? What are those facial expressions that you might want to pay attention to? That's always some great feedback. That's a step in becoming more aware and reflective about your executive presence.